This is gonna be my final one, week 7, video 2. I'll be talking about communication and discuss the process of interpersonal communication and more. So, according to the book, communication is the process of sending and receiving information so that the meaning is shared between two people. Communication is only effective when the receiver understands the message the way the sender intended it to be. So before I just talked about, I thought like it's just giving instructions, but the book again reminded me that even the receiver has to be on the same level of the sender intended the message to be. So this idea is especially important in teams and leadership because even small misunderstanding can really affect trust, performance, and relationship when it comes to an organization. So the book explains interpersonal communication is followed by a basic process. It starts with the sender who has an idea or message. That message is encoded into words, tone, or body language, or even written form, and sent through a channel or a text, email. So the receiver then encodes the message and interprets its meaning. So feedback shows whether the message was understood correctly at any point in the process. Communication can be disrupted by the book called it noise. So noise is anything that interferes the communication. Noise is not just a physical sound, it can also be emotional, psychological, cultural, and related to communication channel itself. These barriers can cause message to be misunderstood even when both people are in good terms. So one type of noise is personal experience is psychological noise. There has been times where I'm stressed or overwhelmed, and even though someone explained something really well, I struggle to focus and understand what they're trying to say because my emotions are distracted, which affected how I received the message. This matches the book's explanation of emotional and mental state can interfere with listening and understanding. Another thing is cultural noise. So I was born in the Philippines and communication can be taken differently. So for me, like we're more soft spoken, and when we think of something we're not really like we don't say it right away. We say it in a way where like it's not really clear, but we're just trying to give out message. While here in America, people are straightforward, and sometimes my cultural noise can misinterpret it as someone's mad at me or like I did something wrong just because that's how um, people get mad in the Philippines. They're straightforward, but usually, um, again, people are really not straightforward in the Philippines, so it's it's challenging that noise. But now I'm used to it because I've been here for 5 years and that noise kind of faded, and I like being more straightforward now because it's easier and it helps teams. So another example is technology noise. This is very common recently because what happens is texting or online. I've experienced like messaging that felt cold or confusing simply because the tone is different. So according to the book, different communication channels carry different things. And relying too much on virtual communication can increase misunderstanding if leaders are not careful. So overall, um, the effective communication requires awareness, ethical responsibility, and effort. Leaders cannot ignore noises. They must work through it by listening carefully, whether it's the struggles I mentioned, such as culture, technology, psychological. Um, Leaders should be aware of this, and just so teamwork and leadership can be effective. Thank you.